Hello and welcome to Talk Chasers. Today is episode 3 of Let's Talk. Now, because this is the first Friday of December, which means it's almost Christmas, which means Santa's coming, I thought I best keep it festive. You're not allowed to see. This is my turkey. So the cars I'm covering today: the new Bentley Continental GT, the Aston Martin DB11, and actually something a bit more affordable, bringing it back down to earth a bit because we're not all super millionaires, the Toyota GT86. Boys, let's go. So, the first car we're going to start off with is actually a bit of an unknown. The new Bentley Continental GT premiered at the Geneva Motor Show, and we know nothing about it.
I know not.
There is no specs, no price, no horsepower, no torque, no nothing.
I am from Barcelona.
Well, what are we going to do? We're going to have a look at it because this car is so beautiful. It actually reminds me of not just the colour that I'm putting the pictures up of, but it almost looks like the same shape as the old Jaguar XKRs, like the one from James Bond. The picture I'm going to put up now is what I think they've kind of made it look like, which is not a bad thing at all because I think the Jaguar XKR, like the old classic ones, are some of the best looking cars that were ever made. In comparison to the old Bentley Continental GT, it's a lot more streamlined. I imagine it's going to have the same kind of engine specs, so a 6-litre W12. Now, cool thing about Bentley engines, which I didn't know until I actually got driven in one once, is they only use half their engine until you put your foot down. So they only use the 6W, and then when you put your foot down it uses all 12, and you go mentally quick. Now even the old ones, and I can vouch for this, they are 100% a 200 mile an hour car all the way. Like, once you put your foot down there is no stopping you because they're 4-wheel drive. Yes, they weigh like a Titanic. They go like stink. Absolutely mental. I'm actually really excited about this Bentley coming out. I think it's going to be a huge step up from the old ones. I've been down to the gym, you know what I'm saying? Been down to the gym fucking 4 times a day, you know what I'm saying?
Lightweight, baby!
Super excited. I can't really tell you that's only really why I picked this car, because I thought it looked amazing. It looked like the old Jaguar from James Bond, and I hope they bring it out because it needs to come out. That would be awesome. Next car is the Aston Martin DB11.
Delicious!
This is a properly cool car. So the Aston Martin DB11 is the successor to the old Aston Martin DB9. It's got a lot of design cues from the Aston Martin 177, which was featured in the recent James Bond film. So this is where the DB11 has got it all its looks from. So it's got a 5.2 litre V12 engine, which outputs 600 horsepower, 512 foot-pounds of torque. So you can imagine it's probably not that economical. However, the Aston Martins have always been GT cars. Now I think what they've done is they've made the Aston Martin DB11 the perfect GT car. Absolutely beautiful interior. They've redesigned all the interior, loads of carbon fibre and things to make it lighter, much more comfy seats, just trying to make it the perfect road trip car. And I think they can do it. 0 to 60 time is a 3.7 seconds, and starting price is from around £154,000. Now, that's not that bad if you think about it. As a kid, I always thought, like, for the perfect GT car, you need a long bonnet, proper sleek car to be a GT cruiser that would handle amazingly and just be really comfortable on the roads. And I think, reading some of the reviews that people have done on it already, this is what it is. It's got this striking look. You know, I don't know how long it is, but I can imagine it being awesome to look at. Just this long bonnet sloping down to the back lights. It's just beautiful, and this is what you want a GT Cruiser to look like. You want it to look like it's, you know, flying through the air. It's not even touching the road, it's just skimming like a hover car.
Delicious!
I think they've definitely cracked it on the looks. So if anyone has an Aston Martin and they'd like me to do a review, then yeah, let me know. Okay, third and final car, we're bringing it down to earth. We're going to do a bit more of an affordable car. For its price, a rear-wheel drive car for its power, affordability. This is one of the best cars you can buy on the market. It's got 200 brake horsepower from a 2-litre turbocharged engine. It does have a Challenger that uses the same engine, 6-speed manual. You do have an automatic option, but why would you want to? Is the Subaru BRZ. However, with the Toyota GT86, you can get this aero kit for it, which looks something like out of Tokyo Drift. It's unbelievable. I want one. It's just a brilliant car, you know, for around £21,000, I think, starting price, you can get a rear-wheel drive, 2-seater coupe car that's fantastic fun. You can do donuts, you can make it look like it does with the aero kit. It's a brilliant, brilliant car. If I had the money, I'd definitely buy one. If I wanted to get used to rear-wheel drive cars or something like that, to understand how they handle, how they drive and things, I think the Toyota GT86 is where people would go and where I would go to learn how to do that. And they sound good too, so I think it's a really good kind of starting point. So with the 2017 Toyota GT86, what they've done is they've given it a little more bonnet grooves, gives it a much more aggressive look, new bumpers and things like that to make it give it more of a proper stance on the road. It's an awesome looking car, well worth the money, and I want one, so yeah. Thanks for watching, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've got a very busy weekend, so please make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for next week's videos, because they're coming good. Please like, share and subscribe, comment down below whatever you think, if you think I'm an idiot wearing this hat, and I shall see you in the next one.